All right. Welcome back to the 3 of 7 podcast, everybody. Just want to let you guys here at the table know, and also the listeners know, I'm struggling today on account of these holidays. All right. The holidays is always a time of struggle for me. Just went to town to try to get a cup of coffee. And even just tried to eat. And there's so many people in town that you can barely move. Everybody's stressed out, running around. I've got a puppy. Okay, that made it even worse. You know how many women came up to me?
Did you bring it in the coffee shop?
It's worse than usual. Yeah, I brought it in the coffee shop.
You did that for attention.
No,
you
I
don't
didn't.
bring a puppy into a coffee
this
shop.
dog
It's in the truck right
acclimated.
now.
Well, I can't bring it into the studio because it'll be barking. And,
I ain't
and
heard
whining.
that dog bark yet.
No,
It's out there in the truck barking right now.
because it wants out.
More women came up to me
Than usual?
than usual.
They probably
So,
thought,
Chili, you know how that is.
they thought, look at this creepy
Real
old man
bad.
bringing this dog in here trying to get attention. That's sad.
Real bad, okay? The holidays are a time of struggle for me because I look around me and I think about how lazy all these people are. Nobody's at work. Nobody's getting any jobs done. Nobody wants to do nothing but celebrate these pagan, idolater, sinful, satanic holidays. Okay? You give an American the opportunity to celebrate a pagan holiday,
Jump all over.
they drop everything and jump all over it.
Yeah, they literally killed a bunch of native people, put sick blankets on them, and here we are celebrating it.
Is that what Thanksgiving's about?
Yeah,
It's the wool blankets we infected them with. Yeah.
killing the natives.
It's the celebration of genocide against Native Americans?
Yeah,
Wow.
and they put a darn pumpkin and a turkey out and made it look.
I've heard the turkey is supposed to represent consuming Native American flesh.
Yeah,
Remember Squanto?
yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, he died.
yeah. I know it.
So if you're eating a turkey at Thanksgiving, you are symbolically consuming the flesh of Native Americans who were wiped off the face of the continent for the white man.
And the corn stalk, they put the dead corn stalks out, supposed to be like their brittle bones after they had died. That's the symbolism.
Well, they
behind
taught
all this.
if you eat corn on Thanksgiving,
That's consuming their crops because the Native Americans
exactly
are the ones
It's
who
like-
invented corn.
Exactly.
It's like look at me,
Exactly.
I mean,
Yeah, look
listen,
at me,
you
I'm a
ain't-
white guy eating your corn.
and you ain't.
You know? Yeah.
Yeah.
I am so sick of
Exactly.
white people, dude. I am so sick of white people.
That's why they leave the skin on the turkey at Thanksgiving, huh?
When you watch,
I don't like the skin part.
yeah, when you watch just historical documentaries about our country, I mean, the amount of crap that has been done by old, crusty white men in suits is just unbelievable. They've just ruined everything. Old, crusty, nasty white men in suits have ruined everything. I will not trust an old white man in a suit. Flat out. Okay?
When you get old, you gotta stop wearing them.
There's a documentary series on, I think it's Amazon Prime, and it's really good actually, but it goes through each decade, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, and then they have one on the 2000s, I guess you would call it.
I went in the 10s.
Who made
No,
it?
in the 20s.
I think it's like produced by Tom Hanks and some other big names. Like, it's really well done. But it goes through different aspects of the culture during that decade. So music, television, technology, politics, all that. Watching that film is what really got me so amped up on the old white men in suits, because you just see what the havoc that they've wreaked on out of their greed. What is it about the white man? The greed of the white man is just, it's unparalleled.
Well, you're hosting a celebration, aren't you? Tomorrow?
I am not.
That's funny because
No, sir, I'm hosting a squirrel hunt tomorrow morning.
in celebration,
I'm hosting a Thanksgiving squirrel hunt tomorrow morning.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, he's an old white man that wears a suit.
Killing the
That's a
Indian,
good point.
killing the Indian squirrels.
yeah,
He
That's a good-
he started to wear a suit.
I'm an old white man in a suit.
yeah.
Turning your dog loose, symbolic of chasing down a red coat, cutting them to pieces.
A red man.
Yeah, red man.
Yeah, a red man.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you know, I wonder if Dad would agree with this, or if Cornbread would agree with this. Watching that series, it seems like everything just fell apart in the 90s. It was like in terms of the moral issues. It was like that was when Columbine happened. They had the thing with Bill Clinton and Monica Lewinsky. Like they had all just like it seems like the morality like crumbled
Well, that stuff's been. I mean,
from the 80s to the 90s. Like the 90s seemed like this turning point in the moral character of the nation.
I would agree with that because that was the time frame that I was aware of things. You get what I'm saying? So I remember when they had the big uproars about the music having explicit lyrics and videos.
Yeah, the music changed.
So they started putting all the parental advisories on the CDs and the tapes and the VHS tapes, and that was on the news forever and ever and ever while they fought with that. So I agree with that from just being able to see it because of my age. But if you think about it, talking about documentaries or everything, but if you watch it, like people legitimately fought against that all the time. Like with Elvis. When he first, that was the big deal that Elvis was getting up on stage, shaking his hips and pitching a fit, gyrating his body.
Yeah, it began. The genesis of it was long before.
I was thinking about that the other night when I was driving through town, and just in the small town I live in, they got like 3 or 4 liquor stores. And I thought, man, way back in the day, all the counties that I remember when I was younger that were dry counties, like you could not even buy alcohol in the county. And now you very rarely, I'm sure there's probably some in South Georgia, and I'm sure there's probably some still in Alabama, but I don't even know a dry county close to us.
That's a thing anymore, yeah.
Yeah.
You remember back when in Sodom and Gomorrah when they was raping people and all kind of homosexuality and stuff?
Yeah.
That stuff's been going on.
Well,
corruption and
I think it's
sin.
the Methodist, the Methodist denomination. They actually say that Sodom and Gomorrah wasn't destroyed because of all of that you're talking about. Sodom and Gomorrah was destroyed because of their lack of hospitality.
I would expect that from a group that holds
That's
a
what
convention and states their pronouns
Are you
before
being
they
serious?
speak.
Yeah, I'm being dead serious, yeah.
You're being serious. That's what the Methodists say.
Yeah, I'm being dead serious.
See, being serious, chilling.
I could see them saying that. True.
They say that it was Sodom and Gomorrah was destroyed because of a lack of hospitality, and not because of sin.
Well,
Great.
because of sin, the sin of not being hospitable.
If you're a Methodist, you better think about that as we're moving into this holiday season.
You better quit saying that.
And
is what you better do.
We got all kind of people leaving Christianity for Calvinism now.
Yeah, what's all these books? Somebody
You talking about that false doctrine?
Yeah. People abandoning their faith in Christianity
Baptizing babies?
for Calvinism.
So you said somebody sent you a bunch of books,
Yeah.
trying to convert you to.
Well, he sent a bunch of Paul Washer books.
well,
Several
he's a
of
reformed.
these.
Paul Washer's a reformed Baptist.
He is, isn't he?
And
Yeah.
then
Official.
he sent me some books. Said he paid me $20 to read it. So that's easy money.
Whoa.
You ain't gonna read it.
I'll have that read by the end of the day.
He's already read some of it.
Yeah, I've been sitting here reading it.
Yeah.
What was his name, Chili?
Casey Smoke.
Casey Smoke. Appreciate them books.
Somebody's trying. So Casey's trying to get you to realize the truth of Scripture. Essentially,
he's trying to get me to leave Christianity for Calvinism. And I'll read the book so that I can be more
recent converts,
more educated on the false theology of Calvinism. But
I like Paul Washer.
I do too. He's not a Calvinist.
What is that, like a little, is that like a tract that you would hand somebody or something?
Yeah, he sent us...
like a little pamphlet kind of thing?
Yeah.
I think it is kind of like it's pretty short.
I do like Paul
Gospel
Washer.
of Jesus Christ. You
know, look, I agree with a lot of things that are said and believed by the Calvinists and by Reformed theology, all this and that.
Oh.
Where I differ is that it's for some people and they can't do nothing about it, and it ain't for other people and they can't do nothing about it.
Well,
that's my difference.
You know what the Bible says about your opinions?
That's my difference.
Who are you, old man?
I can give you scripture that says differently.
Who are you, old man?
I am a messenger of the gospel.
Blake.
Yes, I have a new puppy named Nelson Mandela, named after a black man, because I am sick of white people.
And he's white. The dog's white.
Yeah.
The dog lemon colored, okay?
It's a
they call that high yellow.
A red bone.
Yeah, the dog is like a yellow lemonish color.
And what else would be more snobby than for some white dude to take his brand new puppy into the coffee shop?
Yeah.
Named after a black man.
I got to do something about my whiteness in the first place.
Yeah.
You should be ashamed of your whiteness, really.
Yeah, I'm starting to realize, I've got to do something about it. I think there's some programs out there now that will help me.
There are.
Unravel my whiteness.
Yeah.
Someone listening to this, send Chad some literature by Robin DiAngelo. If anybody out there is a fan or a connoisseur of that, send some Robin DiAngelo works to Chad because he needs to be re-educated.
I do.
Educated and just to begin with.
Yeah, well.
Don't they call that like deconstruction or something? Like I need to deconstruct my whiteness. That was a big thing for a while before Trump got in.
Oh, yeah.
White shame, I think they were calling it.
White guilt. Do you renounce your privilege?
Yes.
You do. Okay.
Yeah, I'm already there. I've already taken that step. I have this puppy because I'm actually practicing for when I have a baby. That's why I'm taking this puppy everywhere, okay? That's why I took it into the store, why I brought it to work today. I'm practicing what it's like to have a baby. And I'm realizing it's going to not be too good.
Yeah.
Because my mind has a hard enough time getting me through the day as it is when I'm just having to worry about like my responsibilities. And then when I throw on a puppy and now I got to worry about this puppy's well-being, it's, needing water and needing use the bathroom and all this stuff. I'm like,
and the difference
like
is
I lose track of everything, dude.
You can't just leave your baby in the kennel while you go do some things you want to do. You know?
And you
you're
can't,
not practicing.
You can't
well
just
right
set
now.
the baby down and let him crawl around in the asphalt parking lot and let him take a deuce over here in the corner and then to be like, all right, come on, let's go. No, you got to. That's not going to work. You got to hold him, let him do the doo-doo, and then set him down in your truck seat and get your diapers out.
That is so nasty.
And clean him up like that and throw the dirty diaper in the back of your truck.
But you getting
Did you change diapers?
Oh, you have to.
If
you've
the
got the
woman
baby-
doesn't do it.
Well, if you leave the baby with the woman all the time, but you're talking specifically, hauling the baby around with you. You can't let him keep a dirty diaper the whole time. He'll get dang infection on his butt.
But if your wife milks that baby, it's going to stay with her for a little while.
Yeah.
Unless you can get some extra milk.
I also heard that babies, Blakely was telling me this morning, that babies frequently vomit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They've been known to.
And they'll just crap right out on you.
Projectile
If you don't
vomit.
have a diaper on them or something, they'll crap right out on you.
Gosh, dude.
Yeah, and when you go to change your diaper, clean them up, they're liable just to pee right in your face.
Oh,
Yeah.
gosh,
If it's a boy,
man.
Yeah.
you got a boy.
Thank you for changing my diaper. Get you lap of this pee in the
Yep.
face.
Okay,
Guys,
crap out.
guys,
Yeah.
how am I going to do this?
You're gonna do it just fine, Bubba.
You getting the hard part out of the way,
But
though.
now you can tote a baby into the coffee shop. You
Yeah,
can do that.
That's more normal than
show.
bringing a dog in.
Yeah, it's a lot more normal. Yeah.
This dog lover people are weird.
Yeah, it's bad.
Guys, I'm not feeling good about this right now.
You're gonna do just fine, Bubba. You're gonna do just fine.
Well, I'm practicing with this puppy.
Is that the point of getting that dog?
For me, it was, yeah. Yeah, I figured why not, practice. I got up last night at 1:30 to take the puppy out.
You don't usually sleep anyways.
I don't sleep a lot, but, they say you have to do the same thing for babies. Like you have to get up in the night and do stuff for them.
Yeah, but if your wife's milking it, there's no point in you getting up because you can't feed it. That's what it wants. When it gets up, it just wants to be fed. That's it.
Yeah, but what if your wife wants company? Or what if they have a feeding prepared in a bottle?
Oh, well, then you could do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen.
But you got to be able to produce that excess milk,
Yeah.
You got to pump.
Cuz I'm not going to cast all the responsibility off on my wife, man. That's like I'm doing with this puppy this morning like
Sharing the load.
Last night, I got up at 1:30 and let this puppy out, It's hopefully preparing me for what's coming. Really for what you guys, it's whatever is hard about this, it's y'all's fault. Really, because y'all are the ones that convinced me.
I didn't.
Not you. I'm talking about these two. These two convinced me that
We didn't convince you of nothing.
I'm thankful that the Lord has blessed us with a son and an heir
To the throne.
to this to our bloodline. I'm thankful for that. But y'all acted like it wasn't going to be that hard. Okay, you're still acting like it's not going to be that hard.
Yeah.
Well, no, now they're switching up on you, acting like it's going to be like
Well, now they're telling me all about all this
Yeah,
stuff, like
exactly.
getting peed in your face.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, what I'm
crapped on.
telling you is your project here of training with the puppy ain't worth nothing. Leave the puppy at home.
Yeah.
Just leave the puppy at home.
You're causing yourself undue stress.
Yeah,
It ain't preparing you for nothing.
for nothing. All it's teaching you how is to take care of a puppy.
You're causing undue stress. It was a terrible idea to get that dog.
Now you're going to have a baby and a dang dog that's 5-6 months old that you got to worry about
Chewing crap up.
nipping at the baby, licking the baby right in his face. And,
Yeah, giving it sickness.
parasites and stuff.
beat that
worms. Nasty animal.
You're going to be taking care of the baby at 1:30, and then the ratty dog's going to want to go out, and you ain't got time for it. It's going to crap in the floor.
Yeah, it's going to
So then you're cleaning up baby crap and dog crap together.
Should have never got that dog. That was
whole
where you
house
messed
smell
up.
like crap.
That was where you messed up.
I might as well just smear crap all over myself. I might as well just start now, taking my turds out of the toilet and just smearing crap all over myself. So I go ahead and get used to the smell of it.
And your truck.
The best kind of training you could do, don't get the dog. Tell Brooke to crap on the floor, and you have to go clean it up.
Yeah.
That would train you better for what having a kid's going to be like.
Get you some diapers and just say, look, let me just crap in your diaper. Let me change it.
So that's more realistic training.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
You'd have been better off to get one of them little monkeys, man.
Or a chia pet or something.
Yeah.
You know, it is amazing to me that the human race hasn't went extinct. You know, it's amazing that so many people have children. I mean, you're talking about a lot of nasty things that you got to do. Like if a child was born out and it was just like it could like get up and do its stuff, then I could be like, okay, yeah, it makes sense that the human race has continued, you know. But the way it is, the way it is now, I mean, these doctors, why is a doctor not trying to figure out how to get a woman the ability to keep a baby in the womb for like 2 years? And then you have,
what would that solve?
because then you have the baby and it's already like 2 years old. It can come out, walk, talk, learn.
That thing will be in there. Hey, give me some food.
No one's ever thought of this, and no one's working toward this. Right now, we have a 9-month-old baby that comes out, and it can't do nothing.
No, I'm talking about can't even hold its own head up.
Yeah, if we can keep that baby in the womb for longer, 2 to 5 years even. 5 years old, the baby could come out. It's good. It starts school.
Yeah.
Nobody's thought of this? There's got to be a way to do it.
There's definitely no way to let a person grow 2 years inside of another person. There's definitely no way.
There's got to be a science to do it.
Well, let's not entertain that or act like that the problem is you couldn't stay in there 2 years. The problem is, what difference would it make?
You know, back long ago, people had kids because they had to.
Yeah.
You know, they'd had to work.
Yeah.
Now, people's having kids, they just think
For
it's
fun.
a novel idea. Like,
Yeah.
oh, that'd be cool.
Have a
Well, that's
little
not why
baby.
Chad's having the baby. Chad and Brooke are having it because they have to.
Yeah.
The bloodline, man.
Yeah, the bloodline.
I got to take care of all them dogs he's getting.
Yeah, no kidding.
We had to carry on the bloodline. That's exactly right, Chili.
You had to carry on the name.
Yeah.
It's the name you're carrying.
Well, one good thing you did learn today is not to stand the baby up too soon or it would become bow-legged
Yeah.
because his bones ain't – you got to let them bones strengthen up.
A baby's got more bones than an adult. Did you know that?
Bones dissolve.
Yeah, and that some of them join together. But they're all just kind of floating around in there because that was what makes them durable.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's enough of this baby talk. I guess we'll move on to deer season. Told you guys that do I have a commentator over there? Yeah. Every time I say something, I hear a noise over there from something coming behind a yellow box.
That's the older version of one of them you gonna have.
The deer season thing that I wanted to get to today is mainly, it's mainly just like an official reprimand.
Oh, wow.
So, I had to go and work out of town pretty much the whole month of November.
Oh my gosh.
And had to miss all of hunting season.
You spent 2 days working of the whole month you were gone.
My wife just sent me a message that said, I'm such a good husband and I'm going to be the best dad because of how I took care of that puppy.
That's sweet.
Banking that
Bacon
merit. Making that merit like a Catholic, son.
He's storing them up.
Yeah, Chili, by the time you have a kid, I'm going to have so much merit banked up.
Can you give it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll dole that out for you.
I hope so.
It'll be way
I didn't
easier
know
on
that
you.
was transferable.
Deer season mainly a reprimand. I was gone. I left the whole hunting lease to Blake and Cornbread. Was really rooting for him. was paying attention to what they were doing. They were sending me updates and this and that. They hunted for
2 or 3 times.
No.
Not many.
Cornbread said he hunted over 14 days straight.
He did put it in. He put in the work.
They hunted 2 weeks. Let's just call it 2 weeks. They hunted hard for 2 weeks. Had perfect weather.
I'd say I never hunted hard, but
Had perfect weather. Perfect location.
That's a compliment.
Had everything in their corner. And failed to kill a single decent buck. Completely failed. And I just want to let y'all know I don't appreciate that. Because you guys both know if I would have been here, we would have killed a nice buck.
Yeah, we'd had another person in the woods.
Well, and also I would have been telling you guys where to hunt. Okay?
Well, yeah, I mean, what, did you think we was going to kill one without you?
Happens every year. Yes, I did. I thought that I had trained you guys up for enough seasons up to this point that
you failed us.
That you could have killed a deer without me, a nice buck without me.
No, you should have been like giving us pointers while you were gone. Well, you said go over to that other side. Corn went over there. He didn't see nothing but just some.
Yeah, I did take all of his suggestions.
Yeah.
And do them. And secondly, I hunted more like 4 straight weeks.
Yeah.
And for the first 2, Bubba, you was right there with
No.
me. By golly,
I
you
had
was
1 week to hunt.
When I
had
pulled,
1
when
week.
I pulled up, he would come out of the house. Where you going? And of the eve, one time he said, "Now, Cornbread, Bubba, you burning it up. Now you might want to ease up just a hair. I'm gonna go hang out in the house this evening." So there were
October.
There were some days there that you didn't hunt within that 2 weeks, but the majority of the morning, I don't know how many countless days we hunted before Blake even come.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Yeah.
It was a lot.
I hunted 1 week.
A lot.
Yeah.
And he didn't ever
I
want to
hunted
go
every
more
day
than
that week.
100 yards from the truck.
Well, yeah, and I was seeing some nice bucks too.
You did not see any nice bucks.
I saw a real nice buck.
Why didn't you kill it?
Because it wasn't the buck I was targeting. I was targeting that big tall rack buck. I done made up my mind. I wasn't. To be honest with you, I didn't shoot any of the nice bucks that I saw because I thought surely if I don't get in here and take these bucks out and mess them up, surely one of you guys would kill one of them.
Let me tell you something. You're getting a reprimand today because you have ruined them woods with that stupid dog that you got that you take in there and stir everything up.
That dog don't
run
hurt them deer.
everything around. You ruined the turkeys. You've ruined the deer. Has he not, Corn?
I definitely agree with that.
You have ruined the hunting.
Wow, Cornbread.
Hold on.
Wow.
Hold on. But it's from evidence. It's from seeing how it was before the dog to seeing how it is with the dog. And
It's the same. Cornbread, the week that I had to hunt, I was seeing I would see like 12 deer in one sit, dude.
We saw a bunch of deer too.
Plenty of deer.
But them big boys,
But the big mossies was like, no.
they're not tolerating that bull crap.
That dang wizard with that big squirrel's gonna come through here just any minute. We're gonna go back in this country over here.
Yep, and I'll tell you what, if we get a different lease one day, there will be a rule that you cannot small game hunt during turkey or deer season, or you can't be in it.
You know that's
I will be the president of the club.
That's some real old school deer hunter mentality right there, and I'm flat out ashamed of Corn. As a former coon hunter and as a former houndsman, that he would side with the stupidity of the deer hunter's logic that these dogs are messing these deer up.
I seen the evidence, Bubba. I seen the evidence.
Back then, he wasn't as big of a deer hunter, so it didn't really matter, you know.
Yeah.
So we reject that idea of yours that it doesn't mess them up. We have seen that it does. So that's why we didn't kill no big deer. That's why little old Bambi and, little old nothings was coming through because they didn't know no better.
Yeah.
When did you see the big deer? When you hadn't been squirrel hunting?
I'll be honest with you. I didn't see that one coming. I didn't see y'all turning that around like that. Obviously,
a Calvinist would say.
Obviously, I say that you are both anathema on that.
Anathema?
Yeah.
You going over my head with that one, Bubba.
Yeah.
What's that mean, Chili? Anathema.
I'm pleading the fifth on this whole conversation.
He hasn't hunted a single time all season.
I'm avoiding this confrontation. If we get a new lease, I'll be on the board.
Yeah, and you know who won't be? Wendy. She'll not be allowed. Or this other dog that you got.
Outstanding. All right. We'll get into the show now, but first, this show is brought to you by our partners at Barbell Apparel. Black Friday sale going on. Chili, tell us about that sale at Barbell Apparel, son.
I just found out it's also 20% site-wide, so that's the whole sale, but the bigger... get even a bigger discount on the jeans, joggers, pants, no matter what it is. Pants-wise, it's $99. So that's a lot more than 20% on certain pairs of jeans and stuff like that. So it's a pretty good sale. Site-wide, 20%. Pants, jeans, joggers, $99. Get it now. Now's the time. Black Friday.
BarbellApparel.com. You guys know we've been partners with them for a long time. If you enjoy the podcast, one way that you can support what we do is by supporting our partners like Barbell Apparel that help us make the show possible. So check them out, barbellapparel.com.
We've also got our whole line there, you know.
Yeah.
Click Chad Rite under the drop-down menu when you get in there for athletes. It got the whole collection. Yeah. It curates the whole inventory, stuff like this.
Arid
Be Hard
hoodie.
logo on it, the Arid hoodie with 307 logo, all of it.
Shorts, joggers.
Yep.
I guess the biggest news right now, I do have some news from the Vatican here in a minute, but the biggest news is Chad Wright going to run for Congress or not? That's the biggest news. I'm going to just do a roundhouse discussion on this and get y'all's feedback on whether y'all think Chad Wright would be a good candidate to run for Congress or not. Go ahead and get you guys to cast a vote on this because we got to make up our mind pretty soon.
Do you you may not know or even say the date that you have to decide by, but good gosh.
Dude.
What is that?
Are you kidding me?
He just spilled his coffee everywhere.
That's a $1,000 mic.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. But like, when do you have to decide by? I mean, you're in MTG's district, buddy.
Real soon, Bubba.
Yeah. Yeah.
Real soon.
Well, how you going to decide?
We're taking a vote right now. I just called
This is going to be the deciding
Yeah,
vote?
I just called it to the vote.
Ooh, that's some pressure, Bubba.
Who all's voting?
I don't know that you're prepared to do all the things you got to do.
You guys are voting.
Just us.
So me and the listeners want to hear you guys are casting the deciding vote on this.
you get a vote too.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
And Parrish,
What about Parrish?
Yeah, we got to.
he lives in the district.
If we need a tiebreaker, we'll get it.
Parrish could be the tiebreaker. Yeah. But any comments that you guys have on this? Anything you want to share with the people about my past? Anything you want to share with the people about my character? You know, whether or not I'm even going to be good for this or not. This is your time to do it. We're going to have a vote right here, and we're going to see how this goes.
Can you keep your beard?
Yeah.
Yeah, he can keep his beard.
What are we voting on? If you should run? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kick it off, boys. I want to hear from y'all. Big news.
What are we having, some kind of debate?
Not a debate, just a round table discussion.
Yeah.
Well, it's just to raise your hand.
Well, there's no question been asked, so just go ahead, give your thoughts, Corn.
Well, I'm in the dead middle with it right now. So knowing that you would be serious and do a great job? Yes, absolutely. Knowing you got a baby coming up? No, probably don't need to do it. Probably ain't a great idea. Business aspect of it, would it be great for your business, so on and so forth? I really believe it would. Whether you won or not, I'm confident you would win. His 307.
Yeah, but you said your business like you didn't mean. I didn't know what you meant by that.
I meant 307.
Like his.
I heard you can get really rich in there.
So I'm on the fence with it. The caning the Amish, the dirty, stinking Mexicans, and the Chinese eating their crap, all that's going to come up in evil ways and be twisted around on you. And as my friend, I don't want to see no evil trying to cause that bull crap.
You know, there's a single response to all of that.
What?
I was just fooling about.
Well, Trump talked about him eating cats. Who was he talking about eating cats?
Oh yeah, immigrants from Haiti.
Yeah, so they're literally eating cats
in Ohio. Yeah.
Well, I've heard that as long as you haven't had any affairs or anything, there's really nothing you can't work around. And
I've heard that too.
And I'm clean on that. I've got no affairs or womanizing
or kicked a dog.
Yeah, or kicking dogs or anything like that. I'm clean on that.
You're out.
So I heard we can. Yeah, corn's out.
On the dog thing, clear that up. On the dog thing.
If it's a hunting dog, if it's a hunting dog, you can kick it. If it's a pet dog, if you've kicked a pet dog, you can't get around that.
What if they're drinking water though?
That is true. This is a first litmus test right here. You see how unclear you just were? You could have, the way you said that could have been misconstrued as Corn's out because of the affair thing. No, he's out from kicking a dog.
Yeah.
He's never had clarified. Exactly. That's if you got to be better at that if you're going to be a politician.
So
currently,
say. Before the round table finishes, I'm on the fence.
Okay, well, that doesn't do us any good for the sake of this conversation.
During the vote, hopefully Chili and Blake would have said something really wise.
That's a good point.
That leads me one direction or the other. Go ahead, Chili.
That's a good point.
That's
what this is all about.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just trying to gauge his...
because my campaign is ran on transparency, okay? This is us being transparent.
Yeah.
Okay? There ain't none of this... Oh, we need to keep this between us. Do you mind if I tell so-and-so what you just told me and this and that? There ain't none of this crap happening. I've done seen it already start to happen, all right? Do you mind if I tell so-and-so? Look, if I tell you something, do what you want with it. There ain't no secrets here.
What, we've started doing that?
No, not you guys. Other people I've had conversations with, okay? Yeah, y'all make sure you clarify. But look, my campaign is ran on ultimate transparency. All right?
And it needs to be a team effort. You got to have somebody. This would have helped Donald Trump's whole presidency if he had somebody there next to him just being like, well, hold on, what he meant by that was this.
Yeah.
He would have kept saying all of his same things, and it would have been just as entertaining. But then someone would have swooped in right and said, he meant this. Easy done.
Like an interpreter.
Yeah, exactly.
To some
I'm really, before I cast my vote, I would never be as rash to say that I could never be swayed. But I'm pretty locked in. I'm just doing this more for the sake of everybody else, I guess, and
you're going to get paid.
Well, you're right. I would like to just offer you a rapid fire interview to just gauge your preparedness and readiness to be able to do this. Do you stand by the comments that you've made in the past about Mexicans and Chinese?
I was just fooling about.
Pretty good. What exactly did you mean when you said that Rome, Georgia is a industrial crap hole with people crapping all over the sidewalks and littering everywhere? What did you mean when you said that?
I meant that this district hasn't had good representation over the course of the past few decades, and hey, man, things about to change around here.
That's good.
That's real good.
What do you think of Donald Trump?
What do you mean by what do I think of him?
I mean, do you support him? Do you seek his endorsement?
Do I seek his endorsement? I think that's the wrong question.
Okay.
I think the question should be, is Donald Trump seeking my endorsement? I think that's the right question.
That's all I got. He did pretty good. He's ready. I vote yes.
You gotta ask him what he meant about Barry College. They might lose a little bit of funding if he gets in.
That'll be in today's running video.
Ooh. Yeah, no, I cast my vote. I'm a yes.
You're casting yes.
Yeah, he should run. Now, I wouldn't vote for you to win. Now, that I don't think. I do not vote for you to be the congressman. I just want you to run.
What if he got elected?
That'd be bad.
You don't vote for that.
No.
I think it's only a 6-month term, right?
But we're just talking about running.
Yeah, this is a weird for everybody listening. This is a weird situation, by the way. Like for a representative to resign is a pretty rare occurrence.
Oh yeah.
Which, by the way, nobody knows why Marjorie Taylor Greene did that, because she could have just sat there and just did nothing and finished her term out and not, even if she was worried about losing, she could have just not ran again for re-election. So everybody's like, why did she resign?
Well, the biggest school of thought is that she was about to get primaried by Trump. Like Trump was going to send someone in to run a primary against her, and like, would she have won that? Probably. But
well, she could have just not, instead of what I'm saying is, so instead of resigning, she could have just rode out her term and not seeked re-election.
Well, it just wouldn't have looked this clean. It wouldn't have been this clean, avoided all the conflict, avoided the questions and answers about the rift with Trump and everything. Like it wouldn't have been this clean. This was smart, in my opinion.
Really?
Oh, Lord, yeah. She's the anti-confrontational controversy candidate now.
Make your money and get out.
It doesn't matter what you did 5 years ago. If you start everybody up 5 years ago, now she's the politician of anti-drama. Like, she's not trying to fight with nobody. She's not trying to stir up any mess. You know what I mean?
She's a woman of principle.
Yeah.
Yeah, principled woman. Yeah, there's a lot of speculation around it. We did reach out to Marjorie to have her on the show. She's not doing interviews right now, though.
You might can get her.
No, we talked to her.
Oh, one day you might.
Yeah, she's not doing interviews right now.
When she's back running for something,
we support Marjorie Taylor Greene. We just want clarity.
I mean, wouldn't it be interesting to ask some questions that might get a little insight?
I think she's leaving Georgia, though. She's not from Rome.
Do you have to live in the district?
Yeah.
Okay.
They kind of harvested her out and kind of plugged her in here. She ain't from Rome, apparently, what I've heard. Again, these are questions for her. Love to hear her answer these questions.
Right.
It'd be fun. So Chili's a yes.
Blake?
I mean, you know me, I'm usually just reeling.
A lot of money to be made, Bubba.
That wouldn't sway me.
Sway him.
Well, I'm just on the, really I'm on the fence because it's a halfway joking thing, but then also halfway serious thing. So until it gets serious, I refuse to cast my vote.
What? It can't get serious until you cast your vote.
Hey, buddy, he's not obligated to vote or go to the floor, buddy.
Yeah.
He don't have to report.
Thank you, Chili.
He's taking this as serious as he wants to.
Yep.
What the crap,
Until
dude?
I see a little more seriousness displayed, You don't have my vote.
How is it not serious? Like, we're literally having meetings about doing this.
What do you think? Do you feel that? Do you feel the seriousness of it?
From what I went
He don't know.
yesterday with him, yeah, I do feel
I
the
have
seriousness.
another meeting today.
Yeah.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With that same guy?
None of your business.
There goes the transparency, Bubba.
Well, he's got a lot of work to do on that.
The campaign of
Just like a
transparency.
politician.
Yep. Yep, transparent until something comes up that don't want to be.
So you're abstaining from your vote?
He can't do that. That's not allowed in this arena.
I am the president in this arena.
Yeah, which means you have to vote.
No, I don't either. It's got to go to the House.
What committee do you think you'd serve on if you had the choice? You know,
The Committee for Transparency.
I mean, if you
I mean, give me a break, guy.
well,
The Committee for the Furtherance of the Gospel and the Committee for Transparency.
Paris James just gave a thumbs down.
Well, he's the tiebreaker.
Yeah,
So he can't even vote
He
until
can't
all-
even
Well,
vote
you have
now.
one. I don't know. One I'm not answering.
Literally, all it takes is one of y'all to vote yes, and he's in.
Are y'all going to cast your vote or what? I mean, do you need to talk more about it? If we need to talk more about it, go ahead.
Look,
My-
Walker County has voted. Chattooga County needs to vote. Floyd County needs to vote.
This vote I'm about to cast has a contingency on it.
Oh, you can't do that.
It's if you only finish the term you're running for that you will win and get. My vote is a yes, and not rerun.
Well, Miami, you do realize that my intention would be to become president of the United States.
Well,
You don't want him to seek re-election,
yeah,
you're saying?
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's not the path anyway.
No, we would move on to whatever the next path would be in the direction of president of the United States.
I will say none of us are fortune tellers, but everyone listening should be. I mean, yeah, you could be aware that the plan for the path to the White House is 100% a real plan.
Well, I know
It started long ago.
I know some people that knows what's coming up with this presidency, and I need to talk to them what it would look like for Chad to be in that role, if that's even
Going to happen?
it's even going to
it's
happen
even
or
a
not.
possibility. So I vote yes.
There you go. I'm a yes to the running aspect of it, not to the winning.
What's your vote, Blake?
I say don't win, but run.
Well,
It's a big decision.
It is.
I mean,
you know, my concern is whether or not he'll be able to do anything good because he's doing so much.
Just don't win.
My concern is more for him as a person, you know.
Don't
Yeah.
worry about me, Bubba. My whole life has been a life of service, doing stuff more than I'm capable of
Look,
doing.
buddy, I have a plan for you with so many contingencies that the plan to the White House, I've got the plan if you win this seat and if you don't win this seat. It can go so many different ways and tunnels. It all ends up at the same place.
Yeah.
I would recommend not winning, but running.
I get that.
Well, I'll just tell you, hey, it doesn't matter to me. If you want to run, I'll support you with it, and if you don't, that's fine with me too. I'll support
That's
you
not
with
a
it.
vote.
I'm not going to tell you one way or the other.
You've been kicking this around a long time.
Yeah.
He's been wanting to be in politics for a long time.
Yeah.
That's not a vote, Blake. And by the way, I don't want to be in politics. I'm doing what my constituents tell me to do, which is why we're having this on a vote.
Well, the vote would be,
He's
when
not a
it's
politician.
Yeah, I'm not a politician.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh, I hate that line so much.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm not a politician. I'm just trying to be one, you know. I'm
Just running.
running and campaigning and being a politician, but I'm not one.
Well, it sounds like since Blake won't vote today, it sounds like we're not going to be able to get to the bottom of making this decision today.
You have a majority.
Yeah, you've got two. It doesn't matter what I vote. You got 2 yeses.
Okay, well, what if I vote no?
Oh, you're voting?
Yeah,
too?
well, that's
Yeah.
true. You have to vote too.
Exactly.
So why don't you vote?
Because I was voting at the end.
No, I'm voting at the end.
No, sir.
Yes.
actually, if it's a tie, then Parrish will be voting.
Yeah, he would vote the the tiebreaker for sure, but he kind of already gave away what his tiebreaker vote's going to be.
Not for sure.
So you guys,
not necessarily. You need to vote
because you guys still don't know what I'm going to vote. But I was voting after him because
I vote yes.
But you can.
I vote yes.
You vote yes.
Yep.
You can end it now anyway.
It don't matter what you vote. You're running.
Oh crap.
Got your new candidate here, Congressman Rite.
I did a truck talk on this yesterday, and a lot of people were saying, how it was split on YouTube, yay or nay. Probably more yes.
Oh, definitely.
But definitely more yes. But like a lot of people have valid points. You like to think that you are, different than everybody else who's went and done all that crap. You know what I mean? You like to think that you're different, but how do you know? I guess you can't know. Well, it's like basically a lot of people are saying it's impossible not to get sucked into that whole machine. You know what I mean? And become a part of it.
Right.
Like it's impossible not to get corrupted on some level. You know what I mean? And you like to think, well, nobody's going to corrupt me. You know what I mean? But how do you know? It's it's got to be an evil, wicked place. It's got to be, man. I mean, I would imagine that you could probably feel the darkness in that place. I would imagine.
Yeah, I'd imagine.
Yeah. It don't sound good, boys. I'll tell you that much. It don't sound good.
Well, sounds like you're running though.
Yeah, and I would hate to go in there and take the taxpayer-funded salary as I voted on things that raised the cost of living and the taxes on American citizens that were paying my salary. Like even just the nature of the job is so scummy in my view that it's why I've always said that, like, the actual desire to win and run and think you can do this and do that, like, is a disqualifier. And everybody has to have that ends up doing that job because...
Well, unless you do it the way we just did it.
Well, how else are you going to end up there if you don't have any desire? I mean...
all your buddies vote you into doing it.
Look, buddy.
You ever heard of that? You ever seen that happen? You probably never seen that happen because it's never happened before.
Well, you can convince yourself that that's why you're doing it, but I mean, it's more than that. Like, I mean, people may, definitely disagree with my perspective, and that's fine. They may be right, but like, I just view that as the first disqualifier, which means that everybody who's ever been a congressman is disqualified in my book to even do.
Really, to be honest with you, man, one of the big things that's holding me back about becoming a congressman or running for Congress is I feel like it is too piddly of a position for me. Like, I just feel like it's a piddly position.
Well, whatever position it is in government, I mean, we don't know what we don't know about it. And we don't know, like, people keep saying, like, oh, it's impossible to not be corrupted or whatever. Well, yeah, I mean, there's one way of looking at that as, like, no man can wield the power or resist the temptation that they get that we are currently unaware of what it's even really like once they're in that position. And that's and maybe they're right in saying that. Mm-hmm. But the other way of looking at it is saying that, like, unless you are corrupted to some extent, you will not end up in that position. Mm-hmm. Maybe that's true. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Like, I don't even know.
Well, yeah, and it's interesting that you say that because,
like, it just flat out won't happen.
It would be interesting to see at what point in the journey.
Exactly.
At what point comes the moment where you have to say, yes, I agree to this or these terms, because if I don't agree to them,
you're stopped
somehow. Can't proceed.
Exactly. That point is coming.
What point is that? Yeah.
Exactly. And that's what I don't like. That's what I've feel a little bit bad about, how much I've talked in the past about that and about whatever, but I don't really know. I can't tell you this is what happens or this is the steps exactly and this is when it that is why I think it would be very curious to run and figure that out.
Would you run?
No.
In my steed?
No.
Why? You voted yes for me, but you won't do it?
I don't know how you ever figured this out. And maybe it's not good to even figure out, but like I got to quit talking about things as if I know it or I know how the corruption happens or this person gets corrupted unless I see the steps of when it literally happens.
Yeah.
And if somebody that I knew ran or I ran, I could figure that out.
So I'm asking you, why don't you run?
But I'm not going to do it.
Because he wants to know the steps, but he don't want to do the work.
That's just like
the running.
Well, I'm telling you, like, that's why I don't know that you should run, because, like, what if you don't want to win. I'm telling you. Like, you don't want the job. But, I'm definitely curious of what I'm ignorant of, what I don't know. I would like to know it, but there's no real way to learn that unless you go through it.
Would you run, Corn, if I put you forward in my steed?
I may.
Okay, see, we haven't even talked about this yet. Cornbread might actually be able to take this.
Oh, well, I'm not going to know that you are presenting me with a hypothetical question. Would I?
I'm looking to pass this off to you is what I'm looking to do.
No, that's not going to happen. No. And talking about being compromised, whatever it may be, morals, integrity, or whatever, like at what point that might happen, there is going to be people that offer and do things for you that you don't even know happened, or maybe some you do know, that is not for you to do something yourself, to compromise yourself, that you're going to have to say, no, buddy, I don't want you doing that for me.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't run because I'm literally against it. I'm against the job itself. I'm against even seeking the office. But I have to admit, I would like to know what it looks like. I mean, because I really got to quit saying anything about it because I don't know what it looks like exactly. That curiosity makes me want to get an insight from somebody that's doing it.
I've always really wanted to be the governor,
Yeah.
That's what I would like to be, is the governor.
Yeah, I mean, is every
I believe it. My political, if you could say, my political allegiance or my allegiance to the state is to the state.
Yeah.
Not the United States, but to my state. I've always identified more carnally. If I had to say, what do I identify most with? It's not with the United States. It's with Georgia.
Yeah.
Like, this is my home. This is my state. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's me. Maybe that's a Southern thing. I don't know.
One way of looking at it too is like thinking about if you ran for governor in Georgia. I tend to think that this happens more at the federal level, with all the congressmen and, all the representatives, all the senators, everybody in a presidential administration, whatever, the federal level. But I think it happens on the state level too. And even down to local level, you see corruption and whatever. But the one thing is too, is like the powers that be that we reference when we say the powers that be, and they, I mean, it's how it's lobbyists, right? I mean, it's interest. I mean, there's lobbyists for everything. There's lobbyists for, old people with Alzheimer's disease. Like, they're going to go advocate to congressmen to get more funding to research Alzheimer's and old people with this. I mean, like, it's things that are not bad, you know, but they're going to advocate for that. There's construction lobbyists and agricultural lobbyists and big pharma lobbyists and even foreign lobbies that advocate for Israel and other countries, right? Like, that all exists, and some are more evil malintended than others, right? But they're all gonna donate and give money and persuade congressmen to do certain things, and even if it's not a bad thing per se, that's an example of corruption, right? Like, you voting for something because you were given a donation rather than the actual principles of the thing you're voting for.
Right.
And I think the powers that be, so to speak, even if there isn't a consortium or a cabal at the very top running the show, which we can argue if there is, there may be multiple of those and that's where the real war is, right? But I think one example of, like, you can't do that job without being corrupted. You can't, you know, all the third option of what is even meant by that is potentially that those people in control, or the lobbyists who really run things, they don't care if you are a legitimate person with true intent. It doesn't matter to them because they know they'll get you either by you giving in or by, like, going behind you, like Corn was talking about, and getting a deal done in your name behind closed doors. Like, you don't even have to be corruptible to be corrupted.
Yeah.
Because someone around you, you're not an island, right? Like, someone around you can be, and it's not hard to get to you or to influence things or to end up making you resign or to end up making you and your impact null, right? Like, if you, like, say you run a campaign, you don't even have to be corrupted along the campaign trail. You run a campaign in Georgia, you get however many votes are needed, you know, in this special election, and then it goes to a runoff, and you're the candidate, you've raised more money, or say you don't. It's all legitimate. Like, you go, no one's came to me in this process. I just been doing my thing and campaigning. Like, no one's came to me and offered me money or done any kind of thing, you know? But then you become a congressman, and then the lobbyists are going to start talking to you, right? And you turn them down. Don't come in. I'm not doing this, not doing this. You're not corrupted at all. But, like, the whole time, your sphere of influence that you can't avoid or change. They know how the system works better than the people in the system representatives. They don't care if you're corruptible.
Because they've been there for so long.
They know how to get around someone who won't even play the game. Like, so you're corrupted. Yeah. I think that's the thing, is they know it doesn't matter if someone's legit that gets in or not. They welcome someone who's going to come in and just seek money and seek, you know, any deal they can get and self-enrichment. That's great. That makes it easy. Mm-hmm. But they don't care if you're legit. Like, you see what I'm saying?
Makes total sense.
It also doesn't even matter if you are legit, right? Because they know a vast portion won't be, and they know the few that are, that can't be corrupted, so to speak. It doesn't matter. I mean, that's one angle of looking at it. So that would lend itself to your question, too, of, like, would you be better served as the Georgia governor if that's what you want to do? I mean, I'm against that, too. Obviously, I'm against all
sheriff
political points. But, I mean, you feel like you would have more of a impact on what you are interested in as the Georgia governor. So,
yeah.
Maybe you would.
We got to see how much of a role or how much influence a governor has during COVID.
Yeah.
Like, how much an impact they can make on the literal daily life of people. We saw that during COVID. I don't think I would ever understand how much influence a governor wields unless we would have lived through those times.
Right.
We did get to see it then, but
see, that is, like, in my opinion, that I just don't like the archetype of person who likes to run for office of any sort. I mean, it's the student body president in your high school that's a dick. Like, what that they just like attention. They want power. They think they can do it better than everybody else. And it's like, I just don't like that. There's a flaw there that disqualifies you. So, like, even noticing that in Georgia, is that not, like, what makes people want to run for governor? Is because they go, dang, this has more power than I thought. And it's like, well, okay, why do you want that power then? Well, because I can legitimately make a difference. And wield that better than the people that have done it before. Maybe you can, but it's like just that thought starts you down a bad road, I think. I don't know. That's just what I have always thought about it. But I know you see it differently. I mean, I think, I don't want to speak for you, but a lot of people think that if everybody thinks the way that I do, no good people, and I know nobody's really good, but like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know how else to word this. No good people will ever run then.
Yeah.
It'll just be completely overrun by corrupted people.
I think along the lines of what you were saying at the beginning, like our perspective is one thing without actually knowing the process and knowing what can be done, knowing, I mean, have you ever seen a congressman on the floor stand up and say, I will not be corrupted? You know what I mean?
No.
And historically through, the history of the U.S. Congress, have we ever seen anything like that? Have we ever seen anyone or heard of anyone just bring the gospel on the floor or anything, that was the main focus of their campaign? Not saying that's what Chad should do or he's going to do, but
well, if you have, not much. We ain't seen that.
Exactly. Yeah. So we haven't seen a lot, but we have a vast perspective on how something exactly is because that's what we've seen. Somebody might go in there and just flip it completely upside down. That's how revolutions happen throughout the whole world. You know what I mean? It just takes one person to do whatever it is, good or bad. There's good or bad revolutions, you know what I mean? So I think mainly our perspective is tainted because of what we've seen, some reality that we did see, and we just hold on to everybody's like this and everybody's like that and everybody's like this. Marjorie might say, bump it, man. This is a boatload of bull crap, and I'm not dealing with it, and I'm not going to be corrupted, so I quit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. So first of all, when I went on a serious note, of course I'm usually just jokingly discussing these things, but on a serious note, when I actually consider doing this, I feel a lot of darkness around it, like darkness and heaviness around it. It does not in any way, shape, or form feel like light or good or any of that. Don't get that sense at all. Maybe that's just my preconceived notions. I'm not saying that's some message from the Holy Spirit to me. I'm not trying to be super spiritual. I'm just telling you, when I wake up in the morning and and this thought pops into my mind, it feels like heaviness and darkness. Weird. Definitely weird. Two, the primary goal, if I did do this, would indeed be to represent the people who are so much like me in this district, and who I'm from here. These are my people.
Yeah.
Like to represent them and their needs and the struggles that they have, because I know this place. Like, I see it. I'm here. But the primary role would definitely be, and I don't even know how you would fit this in, or where it would fit in, or what it would even look like. But the primary role would be as a minister of the gospel, like, because when we really think about the government that we have here in the United States, a government that's by the people, for the people, right? It's of the people are running it. It's people are making decisions. The type of government that we have doesn't work if people are evil. So, like, what has to change anything is people have to be regenerated by the power of the Holy Spirit. Like, that is the only thing that will produce true change in our communities, in our states, in our nation. So it's like, what else would you lead with other than faith in Christ, the gospel, and whatever prophetic word from the scriptures that might pertain to what's happening in the country. You know what I mean? Like, what else would you lead with? You know, and then obviously, any decisions that you had to make or votes that you had to cast, those votes or those decisions would be guided by the very principles that you can find in Scripture. And in that case, you would have to during the campaign be very open that, hey, I'm the foundation of the decisions that I'm going to make as a representative of you are going to be based and founded in the Scriptures. And so then you would have to rely on the majority of the people that vote for you knew that. They know what you're going to do, and that's also what they would want to do. You know what I mean?
It actually gives insight, too, into how your goodness or good intentions can actually be used against you to corrupt you, because, you know, when you try to be guided like that, and I believe people probably, man, it's so hard to say. You got to think someone has before,
Surely.
right? Tried to have been guided by that before. Yeah. It can be used against you because I from what I do know, very limited knowledge, and I couldn't even say I know it, but like, you at least run into so many stone walls that say, dang, if I don't agree to this, I can't even make the good impact that I'm trying to make. Like you see what I'm saying? It may not even be a bad thing. Like they catch you, they set you up and lure you to go do something heinous act or whatever. No, I'm not talking about corruption like that. I'm talking about like, we'll agree to this or let this go. That's not necessarily a great thing here. You know, that you initially would be averse to. You would say, I'm not doing that. I'm not going to support that or even be caught up in that because I don't agree with it. It allows this to happen, and that's just not good. It's against biblical principles. But by doing that, it completely thwarts any effort you could make to do that work.
Right, yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
so you can use someone's goodness against them by saying, don't you want to further the gospel in Congress?
Yeah.
Don't you want to have the platform to be able to say this? All you got to do is let this bill pass or let this go that is some LGBT activism, whatever. I mean, it can be small things, and you go, well, of course I'll let that go because I've got to. How else will I be able to do this?
They do that all the time. They write bills that have.
But that compounds, man, and you add that up, your goodness is used slap against you.
They write bills where representatives have to weigh their morals and just say, no, I'm not even going to vote, period.
Well, that's when the actual bills are on the floor. I'm even talking about deals in the background, to
absolutely.
get there.
Yeah.
But, the bills, I mean, you'll – if you want to vote according to biblical principles to all the bills that come forward that have different things slipped into them, all the omnibus bills, where they have 12 bills in one and 9 you'll agree with and 1 will be to increase funding for abortion.
Yeah.
Well, you have to vote no then.
Yeah.
You have to vote no on all of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
And you'll have to vote no every single time because something like that's going to be slipped in every single time.
Yeah. And they love to use that
but that's
very scenario on anything to do with the Second Amendment and abortion.
But that's the concession you make, right? You go, wow, man, I wanted to do this good work and further this, so I have to, I'll vote. That's tough, man.
So then when people look at how you voted, there's well, he's been corrupted. He ain't doing exactly what he said he was going to do. He didn't stand up for this, because how many people, American citizens, actually read an entire bill?
None of them.
Exactly.
But you'll be corrupted no matter which way you vote on anything. Even if you vote no for everything, well, then you voted against gun rights.
Yeah, exactly.
You'll find yourself voting against gun rights a lot because they put something in there about funding abortion that you voted no against. But that they can run the headline of you voted no against any cherry-picked piece of it.
You know what's another thing that's interesting about this conversation and this specific part of the conversation is as a representative, it's actually, well, it's as we know, it's meant to be more than just your own decision or whatever, you know what I mean? So it's like ultimately in a position like that, which is going to probably be 98% of the time. I mean, I guess really the protocol for that would be to have open communication with the people who you're representing.
Yeah.
And literally poll them on what they want the vote to be from this, because you're casting their vote for them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which presents a whole nother problem, because like that's another thing that has to happen for this type of government to work. And as we really seriously think about these things, you start to see in this scenario the necessity of people being involved and there being open communication between people and the representative.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because if the people aren't involved, then the representative is casting a vote based off of his own decisions, whereas every vote that the representative casts, would you agree or agree not, needs to be cast based off of the choice of the people he's representing.
Yeah. I mean, it's a representative democracy, right?
Yeah.
And it's but it's all just, the levels to it are crazy because.
But if you put out a newsletter on a bill and say, hey guys, how do y'all want me to vote for this? And 3 people respond, it's like,
well,
crap.
We'll say 30,000 people respond and 15 are this way and 15 are this way. And even in this district, there are some issues that would come out like that.
That's true.
And boy, that'd be tough. I mean,
yeah, it'd be tough.
It's still tough. Like you can't make a decision for everybody every time, you know, but, I just think that the system, the way it is, needs to be wound back. I mean, it's nothing's perfect, and a reset won't make a new perfect form of government. But how do you get around something as simple as getting rid of the dang omnibus bill packages? Like, I mean, that needs to be like Congress now should work on passing a law that requires themselves, Congress, to propose bills, that vote on bills one at a time.
Yeah.
Like that would make a world of difference. I mean, that right there would make like an immense amount of difference. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But good luck. But good luck trying to get that to happen.
Yeah.
I mean, good luck trying to wind that back. You know. I mean, it's just crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. They also need to work on amending the Constitution and having term limits.
Yeah.
I think that would also be a huge game changer.
That's one of the greatest flaws in the original construct.
Yeah.
Is that there was no term limits for congressmen. I mean, there wasn't term limits for the president until FDR.
Right. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it was like a gentleman's rule.
Yeah.
Like it was it was like just an unwritten rule, I guess. Like, yeah, you're going to do 2 terms and that's it, you know.
Well, I mean, it's my understanding that it came from George Washington. George Washington he dang near fits he was the closest to fitting my qualification of truly didn't seek the office. They basically gave him no choice.
Yeah.
Is the history that I understand. I mean, maybe he wanted it more than it's led on, but like, they're like, you're the president, bud, and like it or not. And it came time for the first re-election, and supposedly he was very against it. But he basically thought it out ahead of time and said, well, okay, it makes sense to serve 2 terms. I'll be reelected once. And then, like, he bowed out after 8 years for good. And everyone else, until FDR with no term limits, did the same thing. They sought 1 reelection, and that was it. And like you said, it was kind of a rule, you know, unwritten rule. And then congressmen now, I mean, they're in there for 40 years. That's insane.
Yeah, apparently they're wheeling some of them in there in a chair.
Yeah.
With someone to take notes and basically
they're brain dead.
Explain to the vegetable what was just said.
Right.
Yeah. I'm not feeling good about all this, boys. I just want to be a minister of the gospel of Jesus Christ. I just want to represent my faith. I want to study the scriptures. I want to write. I want to write some books about the scriptures. I want to serve in the body of Christ. You know, the question is, can I do that there in a unique way and capacity? That's the question.
Don't you think it's oftentimes hard to know what you're being called to do?
Oh, okay. I'm glad you opened that can of worms. Because so many people will say, pray about it. I agree. I agree. Pray about it. Okay, I agree. Okay, but what like ultimately when you tell like I pray about this. But like yeah, I mean what okay, they act like there's going to be some moment where it's like, oh yeah, I got the word. Right. Like I got the confirmation. Like and so many people are way overly spiritualize everything too, man. They're like, oh yeah, well this was a sign. You know, this door opened. This was a sign, and I'm like, maybe it was. I'm not saying that never happened, but yes, I do agree with you. It's like how do you know? If people say, and I've seen many people say, oh, if you feel like you're being called to do this, go and do this. It's like, well, I don't feel like I'm being called to do this. I don't know that I would ever feel like I'm being called to do this, ever. Okay? But the question is, can you serve the body of Christ in a unique capacity in that environment?
Yeah.
Right? Can you do it or can you not? And are you cut out for it? You know what I mean? You have to look at some things through the lens of logic, you know?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I haven't like I guess I kind of get what people saying. Like I remember, well, I understand what it feels like to have a overwhelming compulsion to go and do something. But even that, like I'm consumed and utterly compelled at 18 years old to go and become a Navy SEAL. Well, I mean, that was part of God's plan for my life. Quite obviously. And I know what that feels like. I don't feel that with this.
Right.
Whatsoever.
Well, those things, the reason you wanted to do that was not because you wanted to serve the Lord.
No,
when you were going into the Navy.
No, but
but you were consumed with it and had a passion for it because it was something you wanted to do. Many times the things the Lord calls us to do, you could probably almost filter it by saying, do I want to do this or not? And if you say no, then it's probably, maybe, I'm not saying always, I'm just saying you could apply this logic sometimes to say, if you really look at it, the reason you don't want to do things are for selfish reasons. You don't want to do things because it's going to take more time, or you don't want to do things because you're going to have to make hard decisions, or whatever the fill in the blank. But the one overarching positive is that, can you serve the Lord there? Is that is, and you can even say what we're talking about. It's the Lord calling you there. If like that means, can you serve the Lord in that capacity? Yes. Do you want to do it? No. Is there other people that can do it? Maybe. I don't know. Could you do it? Yeah. So then why wouldn't you do it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you could use the same analogy for the whole. How do you know you're called to preach?
Yeah.
You know, it's like the same thing.
You have the opportunity. You have the ability. Does it honor God? If those three things are answered yes, then, I mean, I can't say 100% for everything. I could say, why would you, like, how would something like going into it with the intent, into anything, with the intent to serve the Lord, you say, this is not going to be easy. I'm not even sure that I can do it, but I do have the ability, whatever the capacity that, I have the things that I could see it happening. And so I have the intent, the ability, capacity, and it honors God. If those three things are yes, you don't really have to pray about a lot.
Yeah.
Like, to me,
you're looking at it through a logical lens. Yeah.
To me, prayer is not like, let me go call Corn so he can tell me what I need to do. To me, prayer is more like, rooting out that selfish part of you, because you are more aligned with Christ when you're spending time in prayer, meditating, fasting even. Everyone wants to leave out fasting. They want to say pray about it, meaning wake up in the morning and pray for 5 minutes and mention this amongst those prayer. But fasting, the thing Scripture calls us to, which we should be fasting anyways. We should be praying anyways. But adding that, doing that for these specific things aligns us with Christ closer, and for me helps me be able to see more clearly, is this my selfish nature that doesn't want to do it, or is this really God like putting this in me to pull me away from this, trying to keep me out of something I shouldn't be in? And that's what prayer does. It aligns our minds with Christ more so than just trying to think of it logically.
Yeah, and you also have to look at like, what are you clearly called to do? For me, like, what do the Scriptures clearly call you to do? They clearly call you to be a husband. If you have children, they clearly call you to be a father. They clearly call you to make disciples. There's another thing. It's like, when you're weighing these things out, you say, is this thing that God might be calling me to do, is it going to impede upon my ability to perform the things that Scripture has clearly called me to do, that I know I've been called to do? I know I've been called to be a husband. I know I've now been called to be a father. I know I've been called to be a minister of the gospel in the capacity that we do it here at 307 Project. Can I maintain all of those things to a high degree? Can I do those things that I know for certain I've been called to do if I walk into or accept the opportunity to do this thing that I might be potentially called to do? You know what I mean? You have to weigh that out,
And I think the callings such as husband, father, those kind of things, like that doesn't go away. You do that until you're dead, and you minister the gospel until you're dead. But the way that you minister the gospel can change. I mean,
yeah.
We have been, at this point, been called to minister the gospel and have 307 Project, but one day we might not. It might shift into a whole different goal, a whole different venture. We don't know.
Well, I guess what I'm trying to say it more clearly, is I think it is clear that you should never accept the responsibility to do anything, even if it's to do those things with intentions to kingdom service. You should never accept the responsibility to do those things if you are not going to also be able to be a husband and be a father.
Yeah.
Like, you shouldn't sacrifice those things to go do this thing that is a maybe.
Yeah, no, I agree. And my point of saying that is that I think you should consider 307 Project, but you should also consider that's the hard one. Like, it has my calling shifted from here to there, because you may not be able to do both. But I agree. If it pulls you away from your kids or your wife, then of course, like, don't do anything.
Which it will indeed.
Yeah. Well, so does this. It does.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah.
Everything will, but it's does it pull you away to the point that priorities are now shifted? That's
true.
To be the priority.
That's true. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, that's good, man. All right. I don't know if you guys saw this. Well, by the way, I guess this whole conversation, we'll have to pick back. This is just left hanging because...
No, it's not. There was 3 yes votes.
Yeah, but I haven't voted yet.
It doesn't matter what you vote.
My vote counts as 2 votes, Bubba.
No.
You didn't take that into consideration.
He forgot to be transparent about that at the beginning.
Oh, okay.
You didn't consider that my vote counts as 2 votes.
Yeah. Well, even if you got two votes, no, you got 3 yeses.
It's got to be.
Well, he meant it counted as 4. His vote counts as 4 votes.
You forgot about.
He's smart, but not smart enough.
You forgot about Brooks' vote.
No. You have 1 vote, but you got to win by super majority. So like 3-1, it ain't enough.
Yeah, that's a good point.
It's got to be 4.
It almost has to be unanimous.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys saw that the Vatican has released a document that monogamy is not a limitation, but a promise of the infinite. So the Vatican has clarified here that it is a good thing to be in a monogamous relationship. Moving in the right direction, man.
It's an opportunity for infinite, it said?
No.
It is not a limitation, but the promise of the infinite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Infinite what?
The infinite Eucharist.
Huh. Dang.
Well, what do you think about this new pope, man? He's clarifying a lot.
He's moving in the right direction.
I mean, really? All this has happened since old Daryl or whatever his name is came in there.
Daryl.
What's his name?
The American Pope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's from Chicago. Pope Daryl or whatever his name is. He Pope Francis was all liberal, you know?
Yeah.
Pope Daryl came in, he's like, look,
You need to be with just one person.
I got to
brother. That's
establish
a lot better
all this
for you.
stuff. Yeah.
Yep.
We do not believe in Mary, and we have one wife around here.
Yeah.
Yep.
I like Daryl.
They're really moving in the right direction. Yeah. So it's good to know that now for the 3 billion Catholics, they can now know because the church has given them clear direction on this. They're supposed to be only married to one person.
I didn't know that was real prevalent in the Catholic Church.
I didn't either.
Yeah, apparently there were a bunch of Africans,
I was fixing to
Catholic
say.
Africans.
Oh.
Must be international thing.
Yeah. So, yeah, there's a whole article right here on the Vatican News. And this, of course, like most of the documents that are released by the Vatican, this thing's about 600 pages long. So you don't even really know what it says. It's the same as the document they released on Mary. It's about 600 pages long.
You'd think it could actually, in fact, be reduced to a headline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, do you worship Mary or not?
They're really distinguishing themselves from the Mormons on this.
Yeah, big time.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
You really ain't even got to say anything. Monogamy, up or down.
this thing...
Here's James, you know that's how he does.
Exactly.
Somewhere in here it said how many pages this thing is, but if you go, I went and actually looked at the document that they released on Mary, and if you was to really want to study it and break it down and see what it said, I mean, it would be quite the endeavor. You know, it's just a bunch of mumbo jumbo, man. These Catholics are a bunch of soup sandwiches, dude. That's what they are. They are a bunch of stinking soup sandwiches, man.
That's so funny.
He ain't gonna rub shoulders with no Catholic.
Oh, man. Show ain't.
False
That's
doctrine.
false doctrine.
Good night,
Thank you, Pope
dude.
Daryl.
Good night. You don't have to come out with a whole canon on a whole new Bible on a
Whole new Bible.
on you should be in a monogamous relationship, like whole new Bible on who Mary is, the Mary Bible, you know. Good night, dude.
Daryl, boy. Setting them straight.
Tell you what, glad to see them moving in the right direction. There's still no unity of faith between Christians and Catholics, but
Daryl's working on that, bub.
Daryl's
his next Bible.
He's a
The
closet
unity of
Baptist.
faith.
Daryl's a closet Baptist. Unreformed.
You know, it's funny. It's funny that the Catholics like to talk like they're all unified under the same doctrine.
Yeah, I've always thought that's
like
strange.
it's really funny. And you could find plenty of Catholic priests and bishops and junior popes around here that would agree with you that we are saved by grace through faith and not by works, and that baptism is not necessary for salvation, and the Eucharist is not necessary for salvation. When we talk about the Roman Catholic Church and no unity of faith between Christians and Roman Catholicism, we're talking about Rome. We're not talking about, Hail St. Mary Catholic Chapel down here in Rome, Georgia. We're talking about Rome, okay? So I want to clarify that to people. Yeah. I sent out dozens of invitations to Catholics to come on the podcast. Big name, podcasters, Catholic apologists, all this and that. Crickets, man. I think they just hate me.
I don't know why. I don't know why they would.
I'm a friendly guy, dude.
Well, I thought a Catholic parishioner was coming on the show.
I do have a guest that gave a verbal confirmation. One. But,
Okay.
but I'm just saying that's one out of literally dozens.
Well, you get on here and you yell at them when they're not even here and call them all kind of names, and then you expect them to come sit down thinking they'll have some sort of formal conversation with you.
I'm not talking about American Catholics, man. I'm talking about Rome.
In your invitations, did it start out with, "Hey, you stinking Catholic"?
Yeah, soup sandwich, slack-jawed freak. Why don't you come peddle that Mary crap on this show?
You know why I think so many of them won't come on. I think that all of the stuff and the writings and it's just so deep, like a cobweb of just crap that I don't even know if any of them even know what the crap the whole thing says. Anyways, you know what I'm saying? It's like you would if you really wanted to debate a Roman Catholic. You have so much crap to pull from.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's just like a cobweb of thousands of years of man-made tradition.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know the people who declined your invitation to come on the show or what the reason is or if they even saw it, some of them, you know what I mean? But, it definitely is interesting if you were to say something about Catholics or say something about the beliefs coming out of the Roman Catholic, the Vatican, and it made somebody angry. I mean, it's no different than if you said anything about Mormonism or anything that made somebody mad. It's like, we should be ready to defend it,
They're vicious, dude.
I mean,
they cuss me on Instagram.
Well, good. They should be ready to defend it.
These Catholics cuss me, dude. I'm talking about they are vicious, man.
Who's doing that?
These people, these Catholics on Instagram.
Mark Wahlberg.
That's good. They ready. They ready. They stand ready.
I mean,
they're like a page of Catholics that are doing this.
They are ruthless, dude.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Roman, not American Catholics.
Yeah, not American Catholics. Yeah. Rome.
You wait till you run for Congress, Bubba. You gonna see how ruthless they really are.
They are bad, ruthless, man. A lot of hatred in the Catholic's heart. lot of hatred in a Catholic's heart. They missed that greatest commandments. Love God and love your neighbor. They just kind of skipped over that.
Do you want to ask him about the?
Well, I was just saying, we seem to have forgotten how much, all the stuff that came out with Joe Biden, all the clips that were made. It was just endless. The clips and there's some good people out there. They make some good, funny stuff. They would have the content if Chad would ever run.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it would be so funny. Can you imagine?
Oh yeah.
Oh, it would be so funny.
The soul is ready.
What's your slogan?
We would be laughing at ourselves.
Oh, dude, it'd be funny.
What's your campaign slogan? Do you have one yet?
Yeah. Get rich quick.
What's that off a 50 Cent record? Rolling with 50.
Get rich quick. I like that it's quick.
Robin Hood,
50
man.
Cent movie.
I thought this was a long-term play. This is quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to get rich so I can clean up that barren stadium down there, man.
That thing was nasty, wasn't it?
Gosh.
Need a
trash on
polio
the
shot
field.
to go out there.
I mean, that was filthy, dude.
Got kicked off a private track.
Yeah, Wes.
Yeah.
I seen that coming. I could tell that guy was wanting to say something
Yeah.
so bad he couldn't
He
stand it.
was eyeing us hard.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Well, he had stuck up his butt. And let somebody come out and take a run.
He was having to work on Thanksgiving.
Well, yeah, that's probably what he was ticked about.
I can see in the future their funding getting cut.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I can see that too, yeah. I know Berry College has been taking a bunch of kickbacks from the government. That all ends now.
Ever since Henry Ford.
Yep, that all ends soon, guys.
Hate it for you, Martha.
Should have been monogamous.
Well, boys, we've covered the spectrum today. Did I miss anything?
No.
All right. Enjoy your pagan holiday, eating the
Indian
representative flesh of the Native Americans by the turkey flesh. Blake, you got super chats?
Yeah.
You know, if that's what you do, we'll be squirrel hunting. So that's the plan. Don't dare put up a Christmas tree either.
Got cornbread crumbs here at $1.99. Prayers for cornbread.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
We got Mike Hoffman, $9.99. Don't die in the chair, especially on the Congress floor. As you told me, stop being dramatic. Run, run, run. I have a feeling your constituents will vote you in. Go to seminary too.
Hold on, that's Mike Hoffman?
Yeah.
Wow.
He said that before he heard the rest of the show. That was early on.
I like Mike, man.
Yeah, I do.
Mike
Oh, yeah.
is a really, really solid guy.
Yeah.
Every conversation I've ever had with him has just been fruitful and edifying, and he is a solid dude, man. Does a lot of work as a minister of the gospel, and I like him a lot.
Blake the Jake, $1.99. Gobble, gobble, gobble.
Hey, Thanksgiving, boy.
Marty Bingham, $4.99. Hadn't heard from him in a while.
I hadn't heard from Marty. I thought he was dead.
He said, I have the perfect campaign slogan. If you are dumb enough to eat a turtle, vote for Chad.
Dude, that's perfect, dude.
He said, I'm the best campaign manager in my price range.
I bet he would be good.
He would be good, yeah.
Marty could probably do that job.
Hey, Marty is sharp, dude.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know, you look at Marty, a lot of people, you see him from a distance, you just think he's an old, dumb, bridge building redneck. That joker is sharp, man.
Yeah.
He's smart. He got a lot of talent, too.
Yep.
He came back in at $19.99. He said, I panicked and low crawled all the way to Cartersville. I had to call a taxi to get back to camp, and that was just the first evening. Y'all need to try it one time at least. His last one, $4.99. He's got two more. Both $4.99. The first one, it is getting to be proving ground season. I'm starting to have flashbacks. So that was the low crawl. It was 10 degrees and the wind was howling. Everybody was wallowing around on the ground. All kinds of hooting and hollering going on.
I love that wintertime proving grounds, man. I love that January proving grounds. It's just cold out. I mean, it's a fun weekend.
James Morgan, $20. May God bless you all. Thank you for being here, gentlemen.
Thank you, James.
Thank
I don't know
you,
if I've
James.
heard of him.
Me either.
Thank you, buddy.
Sooner Guy, 44307. Happy Thanksgiving. Boomer, eat that turkey flesh.
He knows.
Ooh.
Run, lift, cornhole, coming at $4.99. New form of Protestant, Chaddist. If you aren't chosen, it's your fault. If you don't have a beard, you're wrong. If you disagree, you're an American.
I knew this was going to happen.
Well, this is going to happen.
Yeah.
You write that first book, buddy.
I knew this was
You won't even
happen.
have to try, but you write one book, and it's going to be...
I'm going to have to be buried in an unmarked grave so that people don't worship me after I die.
Good grief.
I knew that was going to happen.
Rightest.
Wowza.
Do you follow the teachings of Father Rite?
Yeah. If you ain't chosen, it's your fault, Chaddist.
There you go.
All right, boys. Lord willing, we'll catch you on Monday meeting. Enough said.